Hi guys, and welcome to Car Mechanic 2015 and episode 9 of 15 Minute Makeover. Now if you remember last time we did the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL and brought him up to the 40% mark. This time I thought we'd do the Mercedes-Benz 560 SEC, and as you can see our magic number there is the 51% in fact. So let's pop that back over to the right lifter there. Always tend to go for that right lifter because it's just a little bit closer to the repair table. So we've got sloppy car steering, parts not found, loud when accelerating, so we just need to find those parts. So the loud when accelerating tends to be the exhaust system, sloppy steering tends to be more around the round of the wheels there. But let's get into it and let's have a look what we got. Let's pop those tyres off. It tends to be the first port of call and gives us the opportunity to have a really good look at what we need to take off. Now it looks like that steering rack might need to come off, so we can take the outer tyre rod and the inner tyre rod off so we can get to that steering arm. Let's have a look at that shocker there. It doesn't look too healthy, does it? So let's just take that off and see what the health of that is. 58%. No, he's going to be fine. Pop that back on. Don't have to do anything to that one. Pop the cap back on. No, he's at 51. So I might even actually put a new cap on it. Rubber busher 55. No, he can stay there. Pop around this other side and take the wheel off again. Have a really good look at what we're dealing with on this side. Sway bar I reckon might need some attention as well. What's it? Yeah, definitely at 12%. I can't see him being repaired. He'll have to be replaced, I would think. Inner and outer tie rod coming out just so we can get to that steering rack. That steering rack definitely needs to be repaired. As you can see, all that exhaust system is pretty well shagged, come out straight away. Getting that rear tyre off and having a look at this this back quarter, what we're dealing with here. Oh, there we go, the rear sway bar, yeah, at 13%. Now the rear tyre off, so we can get a really good look at this back quarter. It's not too much that's very obvious that I can see. Yeah, that rear sway bar might need attention to. We'll take this rear end link out and take that sway bar out and see what he's looking at. He's at 52. Okay, so we found the sloppy and we're still looking for the loud when accelerating. Still found a part that we're missing there. Part not discovered. Something to do with the exhaust system, obviously. I would guess here that it's the exhaust manifold that's attached to the engine itself. So let's have a look, spin around the other side. Ah, there he is. Yep, exhaust manifold. Get those out fairly quickly. And I'd say he's better guess about 20%. Oh, there you go, wasn't a bad guess. And that's all the parts found. So off to our repair table and quickly repair what we can. That's at 55, so he can be left. Look at these conditions, well, what needs to be replaced. Number of exhaust pipes there that need to be replaced. They're all at fairly low percentage, all in the red there, so all of those will have to go. Now while we are doing these repairs, I'll just mention that if you like any of these videos, then certainly smash that subscribe button. If you like what you see, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like what you see, give it a thumbs down and let me know how I can improve. Certainly up for constructive criticism, guys. Don't be shy. Whack your comments down below. Just searching for those required exhaust system parts now. Make sure we got the right one. We've got many exhaust parts available these days. Let's get rid of those out of the inventory just to clean that up a bit. Rear exhaust resonator for the 560. Where do we find that? We'll take the rear muffler first. Exhaust resonator of the 560 SEC, there it is. Get rid of that. Brakes are fine. Running gear, that's where most of our problems would be. So again, our magic number is 51%, so anything below that will need to be replaced. Inner and outer tie rod, of course we do a lot of those. Sway bar front end link number A, or part A. Sway bar rear end link. And a shock absorber cap. So we're the front up the top there. We're looking for front shock absorber cap. Yep, there he is. And the link A as well. And that should be about the lot of them, if I'm not mistaken. Running gears fine. Engine. Oh, okay. The exhaust manifold. Yep. It always catches me out. Actually, the exhaust manifold is always in the engine section, whereas the exhaust pipes are obviously in the exhaust section. So, yeah, just something to note there. I mean, obviously you could just scroll down to the exhaust, or you can just write exhaust up the top there. Exhaust manifold V8. Exhaust manifold V8 OHV is what we're looking for. There we go. Get that out of there. And the lowest one is 52%, which is actually higher than our required 51% repair value. So let's start getting those parts back in and see what we've earned for the day. The exhaust manifold bolting straight back onto the engine block there. I think we're pretty well finished in the engine bay, so let's get that car back up on the hoist and start getting these parts in on this quarter here, spinning around to that steering rack, inner tie rod, outer tie rod, front sway bar, shock absorber cap and the tyre. Spinning around to the other side and doing exactly the same here, just replacing those parts that we took out, the inner tie rod and the outer tie rod. I think there's a sway bar there, yep. Link A. Now while these parts are going in, just have a look at the top right hand corner there and at experience level, 39,988, so we might even clock over the 40,000 XP on this particular episode. So but I suppose, you know, when someone spends almost 100 hours in a game, you'd expect the XP to be fairly high, so we might even get that this particular episode. So back down the rear section of the car here, there we go, 39,991, getting very close. That rear sway bar and rear end link, there we go. Sometimes can be tricky to get to. Rear tyre going on. and then we'll spin around the other side and do the last quarter. Rear end link, he was fine, so he can go straight back in. Rear tyre. So we've got green lights across the board, loud when accelerating, all the exhaust pipes are done. Pop that down and see what our rewards are. Okay, as I said, green lights across the board, so there's no more to find there, no more to repair or replace. Same with the exhaust system. Money spent on the job, 1,548. Bonus completing job 773. Bonus for completing job 774 gives a grand total of $3,095. And there we go, we just clocked over the 40,000 experience. Just in the comments below there, guys, just write down if you wouldn't mind what your experience level is and whether you're still enjoying the game. I know that I certainly am. And thank you very much for your company, and I'll look forward to it next time.